Good, good evening, everyone. Happy Tuesday. It is August 11th, 2026. This is your hosts,
Daddy,
and Lee. Call me anything but late for something.
the background keeps look, it's chopping my
Yeah,
head off.
it's chopping you off, man.
This is what I would look like bald.
Who's over beside you, that ghost?
Yes. Can I be bald now?
No, no.
I thought I looked cute.
So hopefully everybody's having a fantastic Tuesday. And man, what a day it's been here in Cincinnati, Ohio. Let me tell you, it was dark, then it brightened up, then it got super dark, and in the process, we had strong winds, um, storms. The weather is wild.
Yes, and while I was at work up towards Dayton, um, from what I understand, a little north of where we were, there was a tornado, and it's a good thing it wasn't where I was because my heart would have failed.
Well, yeah, I've seen down here, like on the news this evening, that a lot of like strong winds, trees down. It got pretty scary here, because I work right here where I'm sitting, and but I heard the tornado sirens gone off. I think it went off 3 times here.
I didn't hear any, but I mean, I was inside and we had a TV on in the other
Right.
room. I'm sure there were sirens. I just am not accustomed to hearing them up there. So I don't
Right,
know.
right. So yeah, how's your week?
My week has been rough.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, tomorrow's our Friday. We travel to New Jersey tomorrow after work, and that's going to be fun.
That is going to be fun. I'm very much looking forward to some family time, and I'm hoping the weather holds and we can have some pool time.
Right.
And you'll see us next week tan, I hope.
Hopefully so.
Yeah, we have a wedding to go to. So that's always
Right.
nice.
Cousin getting married.
Yep.
So that's going to be fun. Got my mom coming over here to take care of our 2 cats. Some sad news is last week's show, if you go back to the YouTube and watch it, we always have Duchess with us, but she's always with Patty, in her arms. But Wednesday, Duchess crossed the Rainbow Bridge, and she had a massive heart murmur.
Which we were unaware of, sadly.
Yes. I guess I'm getting comments.
Yeah, you probably should.
Yeah.
But we.
Hello, Jenny. How are you?
Hey, Jenny. Sadly, we had to take a trip to the emergency vet.
Yeah, and I drove as fast as I could because just the situation that she was in, and they said if it would have been any later, she probably would have passed away.
I know, and I don't. Selfishly, I don't know if that's better or worse. I mean, unfortunately, the situation we were in, they did go ahead and assist her with that process. So,
We're hanging in there. Thank you.
Luckily, we were able to be with her and talk to her and give her kisses and pets. And she is now back home.
Yes, we had her cremated. I picked her up yesterday. What is Tuesday? So she is here now with our 2 dogs, and we miss them all dearly.
3 dogs.
And yes, the dog you had prior to me. But now we have Randy and Chase, and so yeah, after those 2, we're not going to have any more pets because it is too hard on the body and soul.
Yeah, honestly, guys, those losses
Right.
kill me.
Yeah. It's hard.
We're gonna have to stop talking about it.
So tonight we have a special guest. I got to meet him one time, and that was at the Parasite Con there in Mansfield, Ohio, at the Reformatory. Gregory Nicholas. Um, and I look forward to having him on. He's going to be coming in here in the next 5 minutes. And right here from Ohio. I know Jenny has worked with him. And so, yeah, I look forward to talking to him. He is a psychic. And let's pick his brain. Let's hear some of his stories. I did look up some things. And he is like the fourth generation. He's a good guy. Yeah, I've heard great things about him. He actually was on one of our episodes in City Explorers. And of course, Patty and I was not at that one. And that's hopefully we get to see him again and work with him. So, yeah, so I do not have any guests next week.
Yeah, Jenny, we are always looking for guests. We are always looking for guests.
Yes. Yes, I do have to schedule Marita. I had her book, but I don't want to put, like, if you're an empath and a psychic, a medium, I don't want to put them back to back. I would like to split them apart. So I told Marita once, let's do some shows in between so we can spice it up.
Yeah, and same with you, Jenny. Absolutely, we'll keep you in mind.
Yeah, absolutely.
And, yeah, we'll just spread it out a little bit.
Yeah.
Just get some authors or
right.
Who knows what else, but just spice it up.
Right. And, I was thinking of some cool ideas today is, like, if have a girls' night on the show. Like, I'm not on it, but like you and let's say, just like, for instance, an example of Jenny.
Sure.
Have her come in and you guys talk to a guest.
Yeah, right. You not on it?
Yeah.
How many times do you say, I'm not going to talk very much today. I'll let you do it. Then I get like one word in. What's this?
This is chloroform.
That's what I have to use on him. So he shuts up.
No, I do. This is my work desk, so I do keep McDonald's napkins because I have McDonald's breakfast. Who doesn't love McDonald's hash browns? If you don't, you're not American. So if you don't like a little bit of grease, you're not American. Nothing to see here, everyone. God, see that ghost? It was just a ghost.
All gone.
Yeah, all gone. So look forward to talking to Greg tonight, and I just want to hear some of the stories. Maybe I can talk him into, if people have any questions, if he can do like a little short reading for people that chime in. That'd be interesting. Yes, yeah. It's up to him. And I just, the goal for me when I created this podcast is I don't want it to be a scripted podcast like 99% of the podcasts out there that involve paranormal. Who are you? Where are you from? What got you into the paranormal? What kind of equipment do you use? Those are scripted shows. And I'm not saying anything bad about people that do those shows, but that's not me, and I don't want to do that. So when I get guests lined up and I send them the link to the show, and probably the week prior they reach out and they're like, they ask me a lot of questions about the show, and I'm like, guys, this show is so laid back that I just want you to be yourself, have fun, share whatever you want to share, and let's have some fun.
Yeah, because on the occasions that it's someone that I'm working with to get booked, a lot of times they ask like, "Hey, what are we going to be talking about?" And I usually just number one, I tell them, "Hey, we try to have fun, so we'll talk about whatever you want to talk about."
Right.
But I've typically picked them for a reason.
Yeah, like because they have interesting stories, and so yeah. Lacey, hello.
She must have heard the chloroform.
Did you hear the chloroform? You need some for Kyle? Next time I see you, give you a little capsule.
Yep. again, I like to hear people's back.
Tomorrow's our Friday because we're heading to New Jersey.
Yeah, I am having a hard time hearing you.
Are you?
Yeah, my
Okay,
volume's all the way up.
hold on 1 second. Let me check my microphone here. Oops. Just need to look at my audio here. I'll go ahead and keep talking, babe.
Can anyone else in the chat let us know if you're hearing us okay as well? We're working on it at the same time.
Yeah, is everyone are you guys having a hard time hearing us? So sometimes let me check my mic settings.
Maybe this bottom one right here.
This?
Yeah, can that be?
No, it's gray. Oh, here we go.
Oh, there we go.
Brett, can you hear me now?
Better.
Okay,
Good.
awesome. Good. Now I'm glad we know how to do
Okay,
that.
because there was a button that I found that it said automatically adjust mic volume. It was clicked, so I clicked it, and I can turn the volume up some.
Right.
Yeah, good. No, that's good. We're glad we found it.
Well, we're glad.
Glad
Yes.
you can hear us better.
So there
Yeah,
we
it's
go.
still faint there.
Okay, well, here, let me see if I can go up a little more. I appreciate your help on that.
Yeah. No one else said a word. Jeez.
Yeah, can you hear better?
Little bit, yeah.
Okay. Echo cancel it. We want that on.
And we want that.
Yeah, we want
especially with
that.
the air kicking on.
Okay. Well, we got some people in the chat saying Jenny says hi, Greg.
Oh, yeah, my friend Jenny. Yep.
Lacey, she can hear us now.
Hey.
Low volume, but I thought the kids were being too loud. Nope, I think it's us. I want to turn up the regular volume as well. You know, some of these webcam mics, when you turn your computers off and you turn them back on, sometimes they go back to like weird settings. So Lacey says hi, Greg.
Yeah, I see Lacey. Yep. She's a friend of mine. Yeah. Did an event with her and her husband.
Yes. Here's Kyle. This is about the clearest I've ever heard you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we found the solution, Kyle. And
there we go.
So you know what? I can even actually go up a little higher. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to take it all the way.
There we go.
200, baby. There we go. So thank you for coming on to our show.
Oh, my pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Yes. You know, I was explaining to people, you know, how our show is. We're more laid back. We just want to have a good time. You know, we've done podcasts since 2012. Yeah. And, you know, I've always wanted to do a podcast where you're just more relaxed, just a great environment, and just have a good time. And, you know, I don't want it to be scripted. You know, you got the same questions over and over and over.
Absolutely.
It's just whatever you feel like sharing, that's what we're going to do. Here's Marita. I'm just talking about her. We're going to have her on the show coming up.
Oh, Marita. Yeah?
Yes.
Yep.
And I look forward to chatting with her. And so, Greg, I want to thank you again. And it's really cool that you are from Ohio. And we're in Cincinnati. You're just north. And,
Oh, right. Right.
Yeah. And I know we couldn't make it to the Entity Explorers episode when you got to hang out with the crew. But I heard it and watching it. It was a cool episode, and but I'm sure we'll catch up sometime. You know I met you last year at the Parasite Con because you was right across from Carlo's table, and I talked to you a little bit. And so I'm happy that you're here tonight. And yeah, And like I mentioned to everyone, that was in the chat, just going to let you talk about whatever you want to talk about, whatever is on your mind. If
Oh,
you
sure.
feel, if you feel like something's coming to you, I said he may, share some things with you. If you have a question, I can bring it up on the screen. I said it's just up to Greg, however he wanted to do it.
Oh, sure. I mean, what do you folks want to know about me? I try and be an open book
Right,
whenever we do these shows. You probably already know I'm fourth generation.
right. Yep.
We trace the ability, the gift, what have you, to my great grandmother. Uh,
Oh,
yeah, she came over from Italy in 1919, settled in Pennsylvania, where I'm originally from, about an hour south of Erie. Everything went through the family. Now, this does end with me, guys. My wife and I do not have any children. And if I had everything out, I buried approximately 34 people.
Wow.
wow.
And it does end. I started at age 4. A lot of people who are listening know this about me. I started at age 4 seeing things. First experiment encounter was at a funeral.
Oh, wow. So
Yeah.
that was when you was 4 years old?
When I was 4 years old at a funeral, it was my great aunt. I was there with my mother, and the lady who was laying there, her name was Louise. And I told mom, I said, Louise is here. And she said, yeah, she's right there, meaning, laying in the
Right,
coffin. And I
right,
said, no, she's back there in the corner. And mom said, well, we'll talk later. And I remember the conversation. It's how it started. Come to find out, the family knew or suspected that I had the ability because I was born on St. Patrick's Day, and I was also born with a veil, the extra layer, a membrane.
oh,
Mhm.
wow.
Yeah, and they were just waiting for it to develop, and from then on, groomed me very strictly. And I raised a few eyebrows, guys, with the next comment. The family and I, very, very strict Italian Catholic. Okay. I walk a fine line. I do realize that.
Right,
I don't, there's a lot of things I don't do. I look at this as messages.
right,
Okay. Because I do a lot of mediumship work. Now, I am both psychic, medium. To me, there's a big difference, and people may disagree with me. Psychic to me is where we use cards and tools to go forward, to help navigate the future. Okay. I read oracle cards, playing cards, dominoes. Dominoes have been around for centuries.
yeah,
Um, I look at palms, tea leaves, things like that to help with the future. Mediumship, of course, to me is spirit, the dead.
right. Like
Anyone
records.
who wants to come through, we
Yeah,
let them.
right.
Um, because not all, and yeah, I'm sure you folks know this too, not all psychics are mediums.
Right,
Mhm.
right,
Some people are really, really super good with the cards and the tools. They don't
right.
connect. I do both.
Yeah,
Um,
that's
but one
fascinating.
thing too, I'll get on my soapbox for a few seconds. There's a very big difference between paranormal, spirit, and horror.
Oh,
Too
yeah,
many times, at least what I've seen, too many people associate the two. If it's paranormal, it's horror. No, no,
right,
no. Many of the spirits, in fact, probably 99.9% of the ones that I encounter, they're peaceful. Let us know they're okay. They're very content, happy. Let's face it, you and I, all of us, we all know some horror people who are alive.
right,
Absolutely, we do.
People go right to the horror movies, the Jasons, the
right.
Michael
Right,
Myers, the things like that. That's
yeah,
horror, not paranormal.
right, right.
You know. Um, so, and I don't do that during my events. I have actually asked people to leave my events if I suspected them of conjuring things.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Because
Um,
it's like in the society we're in now, everything,
what? What's that?
everything is in the society we are in now. It seems like there's a lot of dark energy,
Yes,
and we
sir.
don't need that.
No, no, excellent point. No, and again, the messages are, uh, and I don't candy coat either, okay, or sugarcoat what I say. Sometimes
Right,
spirit has us relay a message that you don't want to hear, but it's needed. But it isn't that, oh, you're dying here or you're going to hell or any of that. It's nothing like that. Um, and that's the majority of what I do. I enjoy it. It I'm very busy. Yesterday I was near Toledo. This weekend I'm in Pennsylvania, actually, both Saturday and Sunday.
So you're just a busy man all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm fortunate. I do enjoy it though too, as well. And I'm very big in, if, anyone who knows me, I'm huge on protection.
I sense that from you. Yes.
Yeah, either armor up, like I tell
Right.
all my ladies, Patty, armor up like you're Joan of Arc. Gentlemen, Lee, you and me, like we're King Arthur, Archangel Michael.
Right.
There it is. Armor, or put yourselves in the center of a mirror disco ball.
There you go.
Heck yeah,
Let it bounce. Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that
Right.
because I have a little disco ball that hangs from the mirror in my car.
Yeah, that's
Oh, really?
Yes.
Yeah.
We got that from us, and she's held on to that for a while now.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, really? To me, it's a daily thing. Daily, and then for me as well, I'm sure you folks are familiar of cutting the cords.
Yeah.
I do that many times a day, usually in between readings.
Oh, you have to. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. And that's what I do. I do a lot of phone work, a lot of international work, but I really enjoy the group events, the home events, things like that.
Right. What is so fascinating is, when I was on your Facebook page, you have the dominoes as your cover photo. And you just mentioned you use those. They've been around for centuries. Are they part of what you can do for the future? Look for
Yeah.
that is so fascinating how you can use dominoes to do that.
Yeah, I never knew that. I never knew.
Dominoes, I was brought up reading those. Dominoes were originally invented by the Chinese, first for fortune telling guidelines, then a game. And each domino means something going forward. Sometimes I always use multiple tools for psychic, for the divination.
Right.
Whether it be the oracle cards, I also use Lenormand. I'm sure you folks may be familiar with the Lenormand deck.
No, I have not. No.
Oh, Marie Lenormand was the reader for Napoleon and Josephine.
Oh.
She has her own oracle. I like them. I use oracle cards. I use Gypsy Witch, Lenormand, dominoes. I also use normal playing cards.
Wow, just regular, yeah. Well,
yeah, and it's not uncommon during a reading, the psychic side of things, to use maybe each deck or each tool.
Yeah.
Now, do you let the person you are reading choose, or does it come to you and say, here's what I'm using?
Good question, Patty. Sometimes I let them, but usually it's just me. I'll start and then do this, and then, oh, by the way, this, and I go back and forth. And while we're doing it, sometimes here comes spirit. Yeah. It's not a good question, a set pattern. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's not a set pattern as to how to do it. And each reading is different,
I'm sure.
Yeah. I'm sure it has to do with their energy, right? And
and depending too on what the sitter, the client, is interested in.
Absolutely. Yeah. I totally right.
Yeah. I also read auras. I see auras for years. I teach, how to see them. And during a session, I'm also looking at the aura, because you can also tell if you're on the right track with somebody, or if they're just like, they go orange or something. And it's just a little bit of a tell that everyone has to help us decide, maybe I hit a nerve or something and I need to ease up, because, our goal is not to irritate people.
Absolutely. The facial expression you just did is something that I do on my daily basis.
Yeah.
My job, I'm in the fire industry, so I deal with that on a daily basis. And then when I'm in the vehicle alone, I'm like, it's a day of just dealing with a bunch of idiots.
Yeah.
And then when I
Yeah.
go to my next stop, it could be rainbows and butterflies. It's like a totally different. And
Oh,
yeah,
yeah. And and you know this too, a lot of times people want to hear what they want to hear,
yeah, oh, absolutely.
and that's one thing we can't control. And I tell all my clients, I don't sugarcoat, you know, I don't deliberately hurt or what I want to say, cause harm or anything like that too, but I
Right.
don't sugarcoat. If spirit comes through shaking their finger at you because of something you did, well, I'm going to tell you,
Yeah, yeah. Because
you
they
know,
asked you to help, so why
yes,
not?
sir.
Right,
But
right.
no, I enjoy it. I've been doing it professionally. Oh, wow. About what, 25, 30 years. Easy.
Congratulations. That's awesome.
Easy. Yeah,
Yeah,
I enjoy it. And then the paranormal, the spirit investigation, just group out a part of that. To me, it's part of it.
right,
In fact,
right.
I just did a very good, successful event at Ohio State Reformatory.
So I was going to have you ask you a question on that. Compared to you doing a reading for an individual, maybe on the phone,
Mm-hmm.
compared to going to a location like Mansfield,
Mm-hmm.
where you're trying to focus, but you're being bombarded by all of the energy spirits there to, you got to say, time out. Well,
Yeah.
I'm not
Yeah.
going to say no, but hold on 1 second.
Yeah. Yeah, good question, Lee. Now, like at Mansfield, we had, a room full of guests. Plus, I also had the spirits of the prison. Both were showing up. Whenever I do a location like that, I really want, and I was fortunate enough to have two ladies with us that night who knew the history,
Right.
because I was picking up on one thing. I can say it now because there were the guests there, and I picked up on some specifics, which is fine. That's why they were there. But they were also there for the prison. I said the mean one, and I kept saying the man Marion. Well, that didn't make any sense to me. Afterwards, they came up to me. One of the warden's first names was the male Marion.
Oh, what?
And I guess he was rather difficult, but look where we were. It was a prison. Of course, the warden had to be somewhat strict, stern,
He
tough.
had to be
Yeah,
intimidating. He had to, yeah.
Yeah,
yeah.
very
But the
strict.
fact that Marion came out too, and it was able to be validated, and there were some weird noises that night, like clicking, or my wife is off the side. Jan, what was that? Just some whistling noises, whatever. Yeah. And they got up and checked, I want to say twice. Yeah, they got up and checked twice. There was no one else there. Stuff was going off. There was some static going. Lights were flickering. But
Wow.
hey, we're up to spirit. As long as they don't do any harm, I'm
Right,
okay with it.
right,
Mhm.
right.
But to answer your question, that was an occasion where I was able to pull forth messages for those present. Um, there was a young lady there whose I believe it was father had taken his own life. He came through, but then again, the residents of the prison, and I want to say I picked up on the young inmate there who set himself on fire, because all at once it felt like my inside was burning. I was on
Oh,
fire, burning,
wow.
burning, burning, and they were
Woo.
able to validate that.
Yeah, that's a big story there, where he caught himself on fire in his cell block.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
and I guess he had saved up some alcohol or something like that. But so
right,
depending on the setting, Lee, you can pick up on both,
right.
but we never know.
We don't, because my abilities have opened up in 2010, and
Yeah,
it opened up at the place that we're talking about at Mansfield. We were in the basement of the administration area. We had a group. We were doing an event there, and we had a group of people, and we're filming that as well. And we had one more location to go into, a cell block area, and I picked up this man standing in the far left corner of the room, and he had a gray jumpsuit on, his inmate number, flat top haircut, Ray-Ban glasses. And he showed me through the entire night of everything that happened to him. And so at that time, the curator, Scott Sokol at the time, he found the folder. And he called for me. And at that time, I think we were in the West Cell blocks. Okay. I go back to his room.
You had relayed to him the inmate number.
I read. Yeah, so he called me back on a two-way. So let me do some digging and see if I can find anything on information on this certain person. So it was about 12:30, 1 o'clock in the morning, and he calls and says, "Hey, come back to my office." Well, at first, going there to the first to let him know, he goes, "How did you find my office? You've never been here before." And I was like, "I know, but the Spirit was leading me to you."
Yeah.
And as I was walking through the hallway, I was seeing what it was like at that time frame, and I shared that in his office.
Yeah.
And he finds the information. We go back to his office. He hands me a bottled water, and he goes, "Have a seat." And he throws this vanilla folder on my lap, and he's like, "Open that up." And we are videoing this, and I just burst out in tears of joy, too, because this guy's been in here since 1955.
Yeah.
And he left this earth in 1957, and they put him in that basement, what they call the sweat box.
Yeah.
He committed suicide. They took his body out back, laid him on his stomach, shot him 3 times in the back, and told his family that he tried to escape. And then finding out some documentation in the 50s, as we're digging that, because we started getting more into the history of that time frame in his office, the state was allowed to, parentheses, lose 25 inmates a year.
Yeah.
And that's how they did it. They put them in sweat boxes. And just getting goosebumps just thinking about it. But I was there that night to help him share his story.
You know, and that's a good point. Excellent point. Depending on where you're at, too.
Right.
The stories that we may pick up that are untold from those who are lonely. I go to a couple of places like that. OSR. There's a place in Newcastle. I'm there Saturday at Haunted Hillview.
Okay. Yeah.
Their HillCon is Saturday. I'm there doing that event too. Different energy. First was a working poor farm, then a nursing home, and you pick up on a lot of energies, usually mostly sad energies too. Are you guys familiar with Fremont?
Yeah.
Okay. Beal, B-I-H-L?
Oh yeah, we've been there. Yeah.
Yeah. That was a great place. About a year ago, I was doing a gallery there downstairs. And I didn't have a dead bell, the plain old office silver bell.
Yep.
Behind me, no one was there. It kept going off.
So it didn't have that mechanism.
Yeah.
Wow.
But the children and everything. But it's interesting too, to your point, the stories that the spirits want to tell.
Right.
Want to, I think, is key.
Right, and how they come to me, and when we're out, Entity Explorers doing our filmings, things come to me, and I share this with everyone. And I've worked with Jenny. We was that up in Fremont area at the Haunted Hydro.
Yeah.
And I tell her, I said that how things come to me is I may say something at the beginning that makes no sense, but as I put these pieces of puzzle together, and we all, as a group of energy, are putting things together, what I say at first may make total sense later on. And she's the same way. And it was so awesome working with her. Just some of the stuff that me and her picked up. We've never met each other before till that night. Hearing her stories and my stories, and then finally meeting and getting the opportunity, because Jake and Carlo had a surprise. They took us to the bridge. because
Yeah.
I kept seeing a man, I kept seeing a bridge, and I know the haunted hydro is right there by the river, but I was like, what is going on with this bridge?
Yeah.
But don't say too much because that episode hasn't come out yet.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
has
it
not.
hasn't been out yet, too. Well, remember Al Capone's bodyguard?
Yeah, yeah,
That was bizarre.
yeah, because you guys were at that the building like where it was a hotel across the street, right?
Yeah, and I had no clue, but
Right.
that, to your point, that was an interesting location because, and I knew nothing. They took me down to the lower level, the basement, and picked up on the liquor, the illegal gambling, boxing, and the tunnels. And then, if you recall, I blurted out the name Gus, and names are really, really, really hard for me.
Me too. I just can't come up with a name.
Yeah. Well, here it was Al Capone's bodyguard, but then again, when we went upstairs, it was a completely different energy.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah,
Just,
how the yelling, what was that? The UAW hall, and then I want to say Oddfellows was there, and
yeah,
back
the
in
odd fellows in there.
the
Yeah,
30s, the German club,
right,
but different energies on different layers or
right.
floors.
Mhm.
That
And
was a
that's,
fun episode. That was fun.
yeah, and that's the kind I like is like when you just mentioned layers, like a cake, you
Yeah,
know, that and it don't have to be like on a level. It could just be like a certain side of a hallway and going to the other side of the hallway.
yeah,
Uh, and then the hallway itself being totally different, like being a
yes,
safe haven. And, I tell people all the time, follow your gut. If you can't go in that room, there's a reason. Follow your gut.
yes, sir. Yeah.
Uh,
In fact, some of them, Lee, I like at Hillview, depending on what rooms you go in, some of the residents there who were long term, you'll pick up on the energy here, and across the hall, you'll get a very different energy.
right,
And it's interesting. I always like to have someone with me, if possible, who can validate.
right. Yeah, because that's what I love is when I'm picking my stuff up and somebody can share the history
Yeah.
and they're like, he's on to something, but just don't tell him yet. I was like, no, 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 don't tell me yet. Let me figure this out. And
Yeah.
that's why I love going out because they do all the investigating, set up the equipment, the trigger objects. And I just love to open my mind and just
Yeah.
come out of my third eye and just communicate with spirit.
Yeah. Have you folks ever been down south to Louisiana?
That is on my bucket list. The Myrtles Plantation.
We've been there 5 times.
Well,
My wife and I, we were just there in June again. Every time we go, in fact, excuse me, one year, I think 2, 3 years ago, Jan, we stayed at the Myrtles in the house, the
right.
manor, up in
Uh,
the biggest room. And
oh,
the pictures and everything, it's incredible. If you ever get a chance, go. I highly recommend it. Every time we go, I recommend it. It's about an hour and a half drive north of New Orleans.
right, right. That's what I heard. It's so pretty too. And
Oh, depending on time of year. In fact,
right.
I'm going back down March next year doing Cajun Paracon
Oh,
west of New Orleans.
that'll be interesting.
It's fun. I did it 2 years ago, and next year I'm a sponsor for it. But again, we'll go back to the Myrtles just because it's welcoming.
Yeah, it seems that just seeing videos and pictures. I tell people I was like, I don't have to be there, but it just feels like so safe and so
Yeah. And Lee, you'll get along, well, both of you too, just by walking the grounds. They have a big pond with the turtles,
right,
and there's not just a big manor house, the little cabins scattered
right.
along the property.
That is so cool.
Yeah,
And
I
we got,
definitely suggest going.
we got some people. Zach Meekin says, "Hi
Oh,
everyone. Hi Greg. How's everyone doing tonight?"
oh, there's my buddy Zach. I think I was going to see Zach Saturday in Pennsylvania.
Oh, nice. Kyle says, "All I know is when Greg's cane starts tapping on the floor, your mind is about to get blown."
That guy, yeah, he knows me too well.
And Zach's saying some things that we said earlier. Fascinated. I wondered the difference. And Bianca says hi to everyone.
Oh, hey, there's Bianca. Yes.
So
Yeah, great
yes,
group of people.
yes, we love working with all of them. Fascinating people. Um, yeah, so I like how, I'm feeling your energy. It feels like you're talking about Myrtles. That's how your energy feels to me the more I'm talking to you.
Hmm.
Um, I can learn a lot from you, and that can be scary.
Yeah.
It can
Oh,
really be scary.
yeah. And I try and be as open as possible,
Right.
because let's face it, too. And I know both of you can relate. Sometimes, the entertainment industry gives us a bad rap.
Absolutely.
We're not all horror. It's like, all right, prime example. If we're together and if my wife is with me, which she does not go a lot, but you'll never know who she is because it's been happening where I have an earpiece and she's talking to you before an event, feeding me info, you know? So
Yeah, that's just
they give
silly.
us all a bad rap.
Oh, absolutely. They're always saying you're doing something. Everybody's got a phone. Everybody can find information. But how can
Yeah.
we find certain information about somebody that we don't know?
Thank
Like
you.
just
All
somebody.
right. Yes. And recently it's been something said where, ooh, you look up your clients like you go to a shop, you look them up.
Right.
How?
How?
I
How do
never know till you
you
walk
say it?
in. If I get a list, it's first names.
Right.
I
Right.
don't know, so that's bull.
Yeah, that is totally bull.
Yeah.
And
Hmm.
just like for paranormal investigators that goes out and gets audio and video,
Hmm.
they're they're shunned when they put it out there because the paranormal world just always puts everything down. And I'm like, aren't we supposed to be here to help each other? So whatever it
Hmm.
takes, if it's like what you do, Greg, or if it's somebody using an audio recorder or a video and captures something, man, that is amazing.
Yeah. Yeah. I like this. Who's saying that? Get
So
both of us together. Oh, that'd be fun.
that would be super fun. So let's make it happen, Kyle.
Yeah. Well, like I've been telling them, I've opened next year's calendar already.
Did you? Okay, okay.
Yeah. To get some. Oh, that'd be fun working together. And let's face it, it's a chemistry thing.
You know what I think would be a good place because I will tell you this. I think in February we're filming at the Bill,
Yeah.
and I don't know if we have a guest set up, but that would be amazing because you with the bell.
Uh-huh.
Um, I picked up some things in that basement. The hallway that leads back to that back room, but the middle room with the wooden shelves.
Yeah.
I picked up a man um, back in the far left corner. That would be amazing to me.
Yeah. I
To do
mean,
that.
I'm open to it.
I
Yeah,
mean,
we'll put the word out.
absolutely. And Marita goes, I never do any research before I go to any paranormal.
Right. I don't
Absolutely.
either.
I don't either. I try to tell
No.
them to just keep it just quiet.
Right. In
Yeah.
fact, many times to your point, we never knew. Now, I was on a show on Amazon Prime. Okay. Never knew where we were going. My wife knew. I never knew till we got there just for that reason. You get accused of looking it up, knowing all this stuff.
Right. Kyle said that
But
would be.
no, we need to make that happen, dude.
Yeah, we will. I will make sure of it, Greg. We'll make it happen.
Yeah. Oh, that would be amazing. I agree too.
And Marita said, Greg, I would love to work with you anytime. You
Oh,
also are
yeah. Oh,
Cindy.
yeah, Cindy. Yeah, yeah. In fact, I'm going to be seeing Cindy Saturday. Hmm. But
So
yeah,
that,
we can do that, and it's always fun getting different mediums together. You can tag team. You know what I'm
oh,
saying?
absolutely. Absolutely. And,
Yeah,
and I've been focusing more on my abilities over the past
yeah.
5, 6 years.
It's fun, and
It's,
Jake's a hoot to work with.
oh, I love Jake.
Oh, he's something
Yeah,
Yeah,
else.
Patty goes, he's something, all right.
yeah.
But you know what? For a guy that is new to editing and making videos, bravo to Jake. I mean, he is doing a phenomenal job by putting this
Oh,
together.
yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, some of the stuff that he's doing with just the cameras that we have and the drone that we use, you know,
Oh,
uh,
yeah.
it's just phenomenal.
Oh, yeah. The drone work. Yeah.
And then when Carlo and him get together and do the editing, and then Kyle doing the B rolls, and Kyle's getting it. It's like two brothers disconnecting, and that's what I love about that group. When we
Yes.
have all of us together, is we feed off of each other during an investigation,
Yeah.
and it is
Yeah.
so amazing. So we will know. I will know if like Carlos, sometimes he gets
Oh,
brushed and touched,
yeah.
and he goes, it flips him out. And
Right.
and I'm like, you all right? And he goes, yeah. Did you see anything around me? And I'm like, I'm not going to say
Oh,
anything right now because I'm still working on that.
yeah. Now, Lee, have you been to Carlo's new location?
No, I have not yet.
I think it's September. I'm supposed to go there to do an event.
Nice.
Yeah.
Uh, Kyle says fireworks, and Mike Finley says you all are just amazing people. We can't wait to meet you, Greg.
Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that too. But Lee, yeah, we need to figure out something to do because I'm open to it. So, like I said, next year's calendar is open. I'm already booked for Boston and New Orleans
Oh,
and
that's
Mansfield third weekend in May.
Where are you going to? Where are you going in Boston?
I'm going to be doing something with the Boston Medium. I'm not sure yet. He's working on locations. I was just there in June. We did something in Marlborough.
Okay,
But we're
cool.
going back, and I think he's still scouting out locations. He hasn't gotten to me yet, but uh, Boston can be interesting. A lot of
Oh,
intense energy.
all right,
Yeah.
because the history and the starting of this country. Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah,
There's so
yeah.
much in it. And that's why, when I go into like major cities, I get a little nervous.
What was
Because
that?
I get a little nervous when I go into major cities,
Yeah.
because of the history.
Oh
And
God. Yeah.
like her brother lives in, he's got a place in New York City. So when we're there, we go into these little pubs and some of these older buildings. And what was that name of that little pub that we went to?
Francis.
Francis.
Oh,
Yeah, wasn't that where George Washington actually?
I don't know. There's another place whose name is escaping me at the moment.
And so that building with the energy and how old it is, and
yeah.
we just when we went and done Entity Explorers, we did Penhurst.
Mm-hmm.
We went over to the what was the name of that park? You and I went. The George?
Mount Vernon.
No. The George. It was George Washington.
Yeah, it was something Vernon.
Yeah, I can't think of what it was. Have you? That place was phenomenal, and I can't. And I'm sorry, but the name is slipping my mind. But we went and did a tour through the day because we had the day to do some things, and just going through there and seeing some of the grounds of the battlefields and everything was just amazing. Just like going to Gettysburg.
Oh, Valley Forge.
Valley Forge, yes.
Valley
Where?
Forge.
Where's that?
Valley Forge in Pennsylvania.
Oh, hey, guys, you know what? And not to change the subject, we just got back from Las Vegas last week.
Hopefully you won big.
It was great, but the Lost Pioneer Saloon, and then last year, did you guys ever hear of the Clown Motel?
Yes.
We were there. Last year we were there, and it was good. This year, if you look on my Facebook page, you'll see the Pioneer Saloon. Very good. I was actually holding a piece of the wreckage from Carol Lombard's plane that crashed near there.
Oh, good Lord.
And picked up on, there's a photo of me with the bullet holes behind me from I want to say 1917 for a shootout there, and the bullet holes are still in the wall. You can see the outside.
Wow. That's amazing.
But the whole area is very active. But if you ever get the opportunity, go, because there's a lot of activity, and it's not all negative.
Right. And there's some places that I feel like my past life, my best one that I've had was back. I had to been a cowboy outlaw because I love westerns. But I need to go to the Birdcage. I need to go to Tombstone. I need the Alamo. I need to hit the West. I told her, we always go out of the country for vacations. But I told her, I says, can you do one vacation with me? Just a few days. Let's go to a ranch and stay so I can just feel what I've always been feeling inside.
Yeah.
Just one time.
You never know, but guys, you definitely need to put the Myrtles on your list. And actually,
I
the
will.
whole area from the St. Francisville down this past June, we also went into a haunted swamp.
Ooh, that would be interesting.
Look up Julia Brown.
Julia Brown.
Julia Brown. We were at the area where back in, again, like 1915-ish, the hurricane came in and wiped out the whole town. And before that, she was sitting on her porch saying when she dies, she'll take the whole town with her. And the hurricane came through the day of her funeral.
Oh my goodness sakes.
And it's not far, about an hour from the Myrtles.
Wow.
But the whole area, but Nevada, there's all kinds of places out there. But the Clown Motel, the Mizpah Hotel in Tonopah,
Right.
it's great. It's great.
Now, have you ever done anything like with voodoo stuff?
Where?
With voodoo?
Uh,
Like
I know people who have. I do not get into that, Lee.
yeah, that's I don't know because I'm not
No,
real.
that's where. And when you go somewhere, and you guys are going to know what I mean. That's where I extra armor, extra, because a lot of it. Now, this is my theory. Isn't bad. It's the practitioner who makes it bad.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
You know, let's face it, intention, like anything.
Right. True.
But if you have someone who's practicing the wrong thing, the dark thing, guys, whatever, it's going to
Right.
be negative. That's my intention. But to answer your question, sir, I stay away from that.
Yeah. Years ago when I started my paranormal team back in early 2000,
Right.
I on my website I said no Ouija boards because I always thought negative things.
Yeah.
And
I'm
then
with you.
I met Robert Murch. He has a museum in Boston for Ouija boards.
Yeah.
And he came up to me at Gettysburg at the old phenomenology events.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes, Lee, I need to talk to you about the Ouija boards on your website. You say you don't use them. I'm like, yeah. And so he really gives me another side to think about because he goes, today everybody uses digital, electronical devices, right, to talk to spirits.
Mm-hmm.
So he said, so Ouija board is just an older way. And I was like, yeah, but here's my thinking is you open up something that you may not be able to close down. And he goes, well, what's the difference when you guys are doing paranormal investigating with, trigger objects, the obelisk, he was naming up. And it does make sense. But it has to be, to me, I think it's a certain kind of person.
Yeah.
Instead of just like a group of kids on a summer night, they decide, let's get the Ouija board out and let's have some.
Yeah. Screwing around. Yeah.
Right.
And it's like, too, we can even take that one step further. What you invite in, like I'm doing in November up in Toledo, the Mortuary Museum.
Okay.
I'm doing that. And people are there, ooh, it's negative. Why?
Why would it be negative? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, it's a funeral home, a former funeral home. It's not active now.
Right.
But we're not inviting in the evil.
No.
Yeah. And there she is. Marita agrees with us about the voodoo. But, it's all our intention. But, Lee, I think part of our thing is it's our conditioning. We got to get it through here.
Right. And she just said a pendulum is the same thing as a spirit board.
Yes, it is. She's right. 100%. But if now this is my thinking, if we set up enough protections, whether it be the mirror, armor up, or the mirror disco ball,
right.
We should be protected.
Right, absolutely.
You just don't invite it in. It stems back to your intention.
Absolutely. I totally agree. And like you said, it's the conductor on the majority of things. It's
yes, sir.
The type of energy you're bringing into the party.
Yeah.
It's like you just said, is it horror or is it paranormal?
Yes, sir. And
yeah.
And again, Halloween is coming.
Right.
Busiest time of the year, know. But people want the horror.
Right.
Not for me.
No. Because I mean, that if you want that, just go rent you a DVD and watch one of the scary movies.
Yeah. Yeah. It's but and then I don't know about your guys' thought too. The simpler the better with
Right,
the tools.
right, and that's what I do when we're out with the crew. You know, when we're filming, is I'm just going to give it simple. I'm just going to give it to you straightforward. Whatever comes to me at the location. Sometimes I pick things up that doesn't have nothing to do with the building. It could be prior to the
Yeah.
building being there.
Yeah.
Uh, and so Bianca says, off to get the kids to bed. Always great listening in on these. Big hugs to you guys. Same to you,
Oh.
Bianca. A good night.
Oh, good. Thank you, Bianca. Yeah, too. Well, Lee, you know what? Like I said earlier, my favorite is the silver office bell,
Right. Yeah.
and
Yeah.
plain old cat balls,
Yep.
you know?
Simple, because you're keeping it simple.
Yes, sir.
Right. So we're running out of time. So where can
Already.
Yeah. So Greg, I just looked. I'm like, man, we could just keep talking. So where can people find you?
On Facebook, Gregory Nicholas. Uh, you'll see my face, and I always post where I'm at on Facebook. That's the best way. I do a ton of readings virtually. I use Facebook Messenger for that as well, and I always post where I'm at. It's on there this Saturday, being at Haunted Hillview. Sunday, I'm in Erie, PA. Coming up, like I said, the Mortuary Museum in November, and a lot of different shops and events, especially with Halloween coming too. But Lee,
Right.
we need to figure out something, guys, too.
Yeah, let's do it. I'm going to get with the crew too, and if you ever need any help, assistance, or anything, just let me know.
Yeah, and then too, like I said, I had to open next year's calendar, but yeah, with Jake and Carlo, and I think it'd be fun. I love working with another medium.
Right. So that'd be fun, and
Yeah,
we'll do. I'll try to get us into the bill. That'd be awesome.
yeah, we'll have to get in touch with our buddy there.
Absolutely, and I'll make that
Yeah.
happen.
Yeah, yeah, we will. But no, again, thank you both for having me. I really appreciate
Absolutely,
it.
Greg.
And
We
if you need
appreciate it.
anything, let me know. And like I said, Gregory Nicholas on Facebook, you'll see my face.
Thank you so much,
That's
and
awesome.
guys, and a couple, and here soon in September, I'm going to have Marita come on. So yeah, look forward to
We'll
having
see what we
her.
can do, sir.
Yeah, let's do it. You have a good night, Greg.
You
Safe
too. Thank you
travels.
so much again. I really appreciate it.
Thank you. Safe travels. Take care.
Bye bye.
Bye bye. What a great interview.
Yeah, his energy is just
I
so.
love. Did you guys feel his energy, the charge, and he's what you want to be around. He is, like he said, he straight to the point. He doesn't sugarcoat it. He's all about giving you the truth, and that's what it should be about. You know, because life's too short. Why would you want sugarcoat? Why don't you just want the real deal?
Right.
You know, like he said, just for instance, you know, if somebody's doing this, you know, don't sugarcoat it. Just tell the person the truth. You did something. This person's telling you. Kyle, great show. Thank you so much. Marita, good night. Thanks for coming in. Guys, again, thanks. Next week, there'll be no guests, but we will be on live. And if anybody's interested in just coming in and saying, hey, we'll do some of those. We'll just do sort of like a paranormal roundtable. Let's just talk spooky, right? Sounds fun to me. So, again, always keep looking into the unknown.
See you guys.
See you guys.